Hey y'all, this is Moni.
And this is Kat.
Hey Kat. And this is the Fake Ass Book Club. Wait, can we both say it or no?
All right, guys. Welcome back to the Fake Ass Book Club, you guys. This is your girl, Moni.
And this is Kat.
What up, Kat? Hey, everybody. We are back again for another fun week at the Fake Ass Book Club. I'm excited to be here, friend. What about you?
I'm a little flustered, but overall excited.
Okay, well, you know what? That's our life right now. You know what I'm saying? We're out here. We're grown women doing grown woman things. So, before we get into it, I'm going to officially introduce our guests. But let's start this shit off like we always do, yo. Let's go ahead and dedicate this episode. So hands over your hearts, everyone. We want to thank all of our listeners. Thank you guys, all of our supporters. And I also wanted to dedicate this episode, to any potential sponsors or businesses who want to collaborate with us. You guys, we're always looking for people who want to do, if you guys want us to shout out your products, your businesses, anything like that, reach out to us at thefabpodcast@gmail.com. And speaking of businesses and business owners, I want to shout out all of our hustlers and especially women entrepreneurs out here in these streets, making shit happen, being flexible, solving problems like we do. So shout out to you guys. What about you, friend?
Thank you. Yes, and your dedication. I wanted to dedicate this podcast to Cook County in Illinois because they're starting a guaranteed income program for residents, and I think that it's a step in the right direction towards what something I've been talking about is universal basic income. It'll go a long way towards solving a lot of societal problems that poverty causes. Like, it's actually a lot cheaper to just give money than solve the problems that poverty causes. So I'm dedicating this to them, and also because it's Indigenous Peoples Day, so shout out to the indigenous people of this country. One of the things that what we're calling white people are complaining about the guaranteed income program is that it's open to illegal immigrants. But it's like, that's a lot of times what we're calling indigenous people. Like, calling people from Guatemala and Mexico, like, illegal is crazy to me. Like, they are clearly the descendants of the people who've been here for thousands of years, and there's nothing wrong with them getting some benefits. So, yeah. That is my dedication. And then, like, yeah, you liked my picture. I love this picture so much. It's a Pocahontas looking woman holding the decapitated head of Christopher Columbus. I love it so much. I want it on a t-shirt. Dedication over.
Dedication over. For those who are alarmed, I mean, our guests are clutching their pearls over here in the corner right now. So okay, guys, listen. So let's get into it. I wanted to. So now that we've dedicated, like we always do, I want to introduce you guys to our guests from the HerSpective Podcast, and I want them to introduce ourselves. They usually do introduce themselves and dedicate. What did I say? Dedicate themselves? Okay, listen. I had rum. I haven't eaten dinner. It's fine. You know what I meant. Thank you, friend. Supportive. You're supportive. But anyway, they're going to introduce themselves. And I also want to give them an opportunity to give their roses to who they normally give their roses to. That's a segment that's kind of similar to our dedication. So I'm going to start with you. I don't know why, but
I don't know why people start with me.
Because you were looking at me. So
that's fair enough. Okay. What's up, y'all? This is Dewana.
What up, though?
Well, I'm chilling.
Okay, Dewana. I'm glad to have you here. Thank you, Dewana. Is there anybody you want to give your rose to today?
Today I'm going to give my rose to my best friends, Brittany and Hillary. We went and had tacos and drinks on Friday, and I needed that. So shout out to them. It was a great conversation. Good drinks, good tacos. That's all I'm here for.
Yeah. Tacos listen, I support it. That's
what's up. Tacos. It has to be anything. Like, if they say, like, you are what you eat, I would be a taco or I would be meatloaf.
Where would I go for tacos?
Taco or meatloaf?
El Rodeo.
Oh, El Rodeo. Hey, they out here. Tacos. Cheers to tacos. Cheers, friend. All right, and we have another young lady over here who needs to introduce herself. Who are you?
It's your girl, D Dowdy. Hey, y'all.
What up, D Dowdy?
B Michelle's not here today, but she's our third. Shout out to her.
Is there anybody you wanted to give your rose to today?
I'm gonna give my rose to this dope ass female podcast that I know called the Fake Ass Book Club.
What? God, I would like to thank my mom.
First off,
She just stole my
I
mic.
feel this is so unexpected. It's like first, it's like I feel so blessed.
She feels drunk. Okay, so guys, thank you for that. Not
Off of a sip of beer?
I'm teasing. I know. What is it? Well, I'm just stealing. No, but thank you guys. We appreciate that. We appreciate the patience for our setup today and the whole situation. And, you know, before we kind of get into what we're going to talk about, I did want to kind of give you guys an opportunity to talk about your podcast. Tell us what your podcast is about, what your vision is, what it is you guys stand for, and why you do the things you do. So just let our listeners know if they don't already know.
Dewana? See, this is all we need, B. Michelle.
Yeah, because she's the one.
Because she is like the spokesperson.
The spokesperson. Well, you know what? I would imagine that our local listeners probably already know you, but this is just kind of a quick, you know, it ain't got to be nothing extensive, but just let us know what HerSpective Podcast is about. Like, what can people expect when they tune in, basically?
So 3 black women, 3 point of views. We laugh, we talk, we cry a little too. It's just 3 black women talking about our life and things we go through. B. Michelle's a mother, so she talks about parenting. We talk about mental health. We talk about dating, relationships, sex.
Yeah.
Anything under
All that.
anything under the sun. And we recently got a third co-host, so it was just 2 of us. Now we have Dewana, and she adds the wild card, the crazy, random, crazy shit.
Whatever I decide I want to think about, and I just say it.
Yeah.
I'm very much go with the flow.
Insightful. You seem very insightful to me.
Oh, thank you. I do my best.
I would say more toxic than insightful.
I'm toxic sometimes, but I stand on that. I'm fine with being toxic. I like being toxic. It's fun.
Well, because when we first met, like it was in a toxic situation.
And that was
Right.
fun.
Whoa. So let's go back. real quick.
She's
So
crazy.
This is the young lady who.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
At
me.
the art thing when we were on a shout out
No,
to.
it wasn't the art.
It was
The
epic.
Tacos.
Trap tacos.
Trap and
Oh,
taco.
tacos.
Yeah, trap tacos.
Yeah.
Yeah, epic. And there was just a young man. There was a
Toxic.
young man yelling at her. And it was
Masculinity.
Like, yeah, and I was,
Should we call him out? Who was it?
no.
Oh,
See, here's the
okay,
thing.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
we
look,
giving him
that's-
too
No.
much.
We're not going.
He was a hurt young man.
I couldn't
I
tell
don't
you
know
what
his
that man
name.
looks like if
Okay,
I
it
saw
doesn't
him
matter.
today.
He was being
So
rude.
it doesn't matter, and like I said, he's not tall enough to talk to me in the manner he was.
Ooh, I
So
like it.
He might be a predator because he said he don't believe in asking for consent.
yeah, and that shit really
Well, that
tripped
was
me the
when the
fuck out.
yelling happened. Because it was like, well, obviously you're not.
It was a wild night.
To me, it was just crazy because I'm like, why would you ever feel so comfortable? It was my first time meeting you, and I didn't feel
That's
comfortable.
my first
yelling at
time
you
meeting him
yet.
too.
Like, I feel like we should be a couple months in before we start yelling at each
Right.
other.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, 'cause
Yeah.
I mean, it's bound to
Or it
happen.
should be never. Like that should just be
It didn't
something
matter
you
to
should
me.
say.
If he wants to square it, we could have. It's fine.
Okay, well, you know, enough about him. Totally, he sucks. So, you know, we're gonna.
Oh,
well, that choice to be like that sucks.
Well, I was gonna say shout out to Drunken Nights and Brothers to the Night for coming in like a night. You know,
Yeah.
he
he
came
did.
in and was kind of like, nah, not in front of me, dog.
Oh, he
Yeah.
came in like a knight.
He did.
So yeah, that was weird, but you impressed me because I was just like, wow, like because you were just it was like watching Bugs Bunny with Daffy Duck.
And it's like she was not backing down whatsoever.
Because I don't back down. Because for what? Because you're a man?
What? I'm
Please.
about to go hard.
And he was just getting madder and madder.
Yeah.
It was like duck season. It was like whatever season.
It didn't matter to me. My whole thing is like if I say anything or if I feel a particular type of way about anything, I have a reason why.
Right.
And I'm gonna stand on it.
Right.
Like you're not gonna change that. I said what I said.
Right. Especially some shit like you don't think you need to ask for consent. Like,
I
I
was
mean,
so-
why are you
Yeah.
standing on that in
Well,
public?
no, what he got mad about.
Oh yeah, say what he got mad about.
What was
You
it?
said something about.
No, because the conversation started and he came at Kat and was like, "You hate men," and she was like, "No, I don't," and I was like, "I do."
It's like, actually, that's me.
Right.
And I'm telling you.
But what did you say about the white man?
Oh, I said majority of the time black men ain't doing shit besides trying to prove themselves to white men. And he was like, "You would never tell a black man." And I'm talking like he got big in the chest. I'm like, you went from 4 foot to 4'1". Like, all right, cool. Like, do what you need to do, but okay. Yeah. So it just went downhill from there.
But then he said he feel more comfortable around white men than black men.
Oh, bless his heart. So you know what? We're gonna. What we're gonna. So honestly, when I hear that though, it's like, damn, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, he believed the lie, and I feel some empathy, even though because clearly he was being disrespectful.
Mm-hmm.
He's uninformed, and so I just think ignorance is not necessarily something that. You know what I mean? Like, that's when it's like, okay, I got to take a step back. This person clearly has no idea what's going on.
And then
right
I'm
now.
like, also too, not to completely shit on him at all,
Yeah,
because
that's what I'm saying. It ain't
after
fair.
the argument, I did talk to him. I was like, I hear you. I'm not gonna disregard how you feel, but you're not changing how I feel about it either. Like, but then again, it didn't matter because I don't remember what he looks like. I don't remember his name. I remember nothing about him outside of the interaction itself.
You know what? It reminds me a little bit of Kanye right now.
I'm so sick of hearing about Kanye.
Same.
I know, but it was that same vibe. Though,
Yeah,
where
it
it's
was.
just
It was
like,
very
I'm
Kanye
just
vibe.
so desperate for this approval from this particular population that
It made me
it
sleepy.
makes me do
It
all
is.
kinds
It's
of
like,
things.
I
But I said all that to say, just that was my first time meeting you. So I was just like, wow. She's dumb as
And like,
Anita.
and it's so funny because like I am a wild card, but I really be chilling. Like
Until you ain't.
until I decide not
That's
to.
how I be.
What that thing say? What that video say? TikTok? Give me a you fuck around and
Fuck around and find out. When
Don't
you
do
fuck
it.
around this much, this you gonna find out. Yes, I am the definition. I am the definition of fuck around and find out.
oh
Yeah.
man.
Well, listen, I love the vibe. I just wanted to mention too, real quick, because I mean, I feel like the first time we met Brooke and D Dowdy was at the. Did she know about Brooke?
At the
Was
Made
that her
Man.
disrespecting her like
No,
that?
Brooke, B.
excuse
Michelle,
me.
whatever.
Yeah, we were at the Made Man show. We got a shout out to Justin Bland and the Made Man crew who just had a show.
Yes.
We didn't get to make it to that. I know it was dope because it always is.
Yes.
But what was super nice to me was that, you know, I mean, we've been doing podcasts now for about a year and a half, almost a year and a half. And, you know, we're trying to get out there and meet people because there's people who've been out here doing it for longer than us.
Right.
And we didn't know you guys were podcasters. We were on the stage together. And y'all were so nice. Like, they always say women, you know, they aren't nice or, you know, women don't work together and stuff
Right.
like that. But I feel like so far, like, that's not the experience I've had, especially in the podcasting space.
Right.
So I really appreciate the openness and the friendliness toward us and stuff like that. So, because we were like, oh, yeah, we got to collab with them. Y'all were
Yes.
so fun. We had, I mean, it just matched the energy of the whole show.
Mm-hmm.
Because Justin and his crew, the whole vibe is always super positive and inclusive, I would say. So,
Yeah, for sure.
so shout out to you guys for that. That was super dope. So I'm glad we're finally able to sit and have a conversation. And so, with that, let's get into what we're going to talk about today. So Kat picked this topic.
I can't remember what it is.
You better look at your outline. Don't ever be. It was something about, I don't know, because I ain't single. Shit, I don't. Something about Netflix and chilling.
Oh, Fire
damn-
Stick and Kicking It.
What is that?
It's one of our segments.
Oh, well, let's do that.
I was
Hear
like,
the jingle.
what topic? Oh. I'm sort of like, shit. Send me no topic. What you talking about?
I don't know because I feel like B. Michelle does like a little bit of
Yeah,
it,
she
but-
be like, it's time for Fire Stick and Kicking It. Hey,
Hey.
Fire Stick and Kicking It. Hey, hey, is you waiting? Cause we Fire Stick and Kicking It. Hey.
Lego,
Lego, Lego, Lego. Hey, y'all know that's Eric Dizzy on there.
Is it?
Yes.
I didn't even know that.
Yes, he came on our show and we recorded that and we like, shit, we about to make this the
Eric
jingle.
Dizzy. Bless his
Yes.
heart. We love you.
Doing
Shout
all
out to
that
you.
beatboxing
Yes.
and stuff, that's Eric.
Oh my
No, when
goodness.
I listen back to I always do.
It is very.
So
very
what does
funny.
that mean, guys?
That
I
is
mean,
crazy.
do we have some? I mean, what does
No,
that
Fire
mean?
Stick and Kicking It, that's just
It's just
media
where you
review.
say,
Yeah.
what you've been
So
watching.
instead
or-
of Netflix and chills, Fire Stick and Kicking
Yeah,
It.
right,
Just
Fire
whatever
Stick and
they've been
Kicking It.
watching, they talk about, and that's always my favorite part of the show.
Well, let's do it. What y'all been looking
what
at?
have you wa- what have you been watching this week?
Yeah.
I am 100% obsessed
What?
with Intergalactic.
I don't watch it like
I am
4
a-
times.
I will watch it a 5th time tonight. I have watched it 4
I
times.
haven't seen it
dead.
once.
You said you haven't or you have?
I have not seen it.
Oh my
No,
God.
I have watched that 4 times and I'm
I'm ready to listen to Kid Cudi album.
Have you downloaded the album?
Yes.
No, I have
I
Yes.
not.
listened to it this morning making
Yes.
breakfast.
Oh no, here.
Yes.
Let me give you.
I'm gonna need. I need you to watch
No,
it tonight.
I need to stop.
I need you to watch it tonight.
I will spend the rest of this podcast talking about it.
that. It
So,
is so.
It's
the
so
art show I
good.
did. I did an art show this weekend, and one of the pieces was inspired by it because it was
Really?
just. It was just. I'm gonna pull it up. I'm gonna move to your thing because I'm
Yes,
just.
Okay.
I need to see
So
it.
yes.
But yeah, so good. I'm gonna watch it again today.
So
when
why
get
should
home.
I see it? I haven't watched it yet.
Just
Tell me why.
do it.
If you
Just-
like romance, love
No,
stories.
I don't usually.
Oh
What?
shit! Well, you might not like it.
And I'm talking about.
Honor.
It's animated. It's animated.
It's like a comic book. I tried to get her to do a comic book one time on the show, and she wouldn't read it.
Oh
It was
man.
Like I like
Like, just tell me about it.
I feel like
the fashion on there is amazing.
Okay.
Because
I like the Boondocks though.
It's you paying attention to
did.
the.
You
It's
did
you
like the
paying attention to
You
the
don't like the
fashion.
Boondocks?
No, I will pay attention to the
Cause
fashion.
I was not where I'm like I wasn't even worried about what
Girl,
they was
I
wearing.
went on YouTube, looked at interviews about it.
Yep, Kenya Barris. I was listening to
I
his
was
interview
at
on it.
everything
So
about
y'all have
it.
geeked out officially.
Yes.
Jesse
so
Williams.
good.
Thank you, Jesse Williams.
I watched the Hot Ones interview with Kid Cudi. I was invested.
See, I read an article. I didn't watch no interview, but I read an article about it.
Mhm.
Oh.
Oh my god.
This reminds y'all of it?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
that was the
Is that the one?
Yes.
Yes.
yeah that was the
Yes. It was beautifully done. And like
It had me feeling all lovey-dovey and stuff, and I'm actually not a romantic person at all, but that had me like all.
I mean,
in
I've been
the-
married for like 3,000 years, and I still don't like love
no,
stories.
Oh my
I'm
God, it's
really,
so
like,
cute.
I'm the official single
Ew.
friend of everything, and I still love this movie. 100%.
Yes.
Yes. Like I'm gonna watch it
Well,
again.
what's the premise? I'm like, get me interested.
I
What the
mean,
hell's going on? They just love each other.
It's a
Love?
two neighbors start
Boring.
dating
Yeah.
each other, and they fall in love. Like
But they make it good.
it's a rom-com because
Yes.
it's boy
Yeah.
meets girl, boy loses girl,
it's just
boy gets girl
animated,
back.
but they cussing, they having sex. Like
Yeah,
And the
they do all the
smoking.
things.
don't watch it with your kids.
No,
Yeah, please.
okay,
It's not for the children.
it's not that kind of cartoon.
This is
It's
not your
for
Christmas
adults.
movie. I'm sorry.
It's
But when I said Boondocks, you hate them? You
No,
hate?
I like Boondocks.
Oh, you do. Okay. So that's the cartoon I like. That's
okay. So Dewan has good taste. What about you, D Daddy?
That's how you watch?
Listen,
Oh,
I'm judging you now.
Well, I like competition shows, so I watched Nailed It.
Oh,
Okay.
nailed it.
100.
Cool. Yeah, I haven't watched.
So
it
they have the
yet.
Halloween series. It's only 4 episodes, but I watched that. I watched.
You
the
watch
Hive.
Nailed It? My
The
kids
what?
love it.
It's so mean-spirited. I feel
It
like you'd
is.
be
I
really
would.
into
My
it.
kids like it, so sometimes I'll catch it. But I just
Like,
like
look at 'em fail.
A lot of TV. This is why this.
Where's
is
that?
different.
Where's Nailed It at?
Nailed It's on Netflix.
Oh,
Nicole Myers.
Is
And
it
they
the-
who
like-
is Nicole Byers?
Oh.
She's that comedian, the black female
Thank you.
comedian,
I wish.
and she's
I saw her. She's a heavier set lady.
yeah,
She's
yeah,
very
very stylish,
Cute.
fashion icon. She
was
has that
she
show,
on-
Why Don't You Date Me? Is
Was
her
she on
podcast.
Girl Code?
Yes, she was.
Oh,
She
okay.
was on Girl Code.
I can't
It
confirm
was
or
on
deny.
MTV.
And the
like some
Grand
years
Crew.
Yeah.
Yep. That is a good show.
What is it?
Yeah,
Grand
The
Crew?
Grand Crew.
I'll watch that on Peacock.
Probably.
Was it on Peacock? I think it was.
Where
on
they
Peacock.
always drinking wine and meet
Yes.
up at the bars?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I might
So,
like
yeah,
that.
She was,
She
was
on
the
that
woman
show.
in it.
Oh, she was a sister.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
But,
I have no idea what's going on right now, guys.
but I watched that and
See,
then
that's
I,
why this is my favorite segment.
Oh,
I'm like,
Cause you be
I
watching.
watch TV shows
Right.
I can't get it home.
It's
No,
because I'm
for
doing
real.
laundry.
You can do laundry. and
Cause
watch
what was we
TV.
talking about? We went on a rampage. Was it Love at First Sight or something? Married
Yeah.
at First Sight?
Yeah.
That show was nuts.
I love that
Yes.
show.
I haven't seen that
I
one.
love that
See,
show.
that's where you can hop in.
Nope, I love that show so
It's
much.
insane. I haven't watched it in a while.
Season 11 is probably my favorite season.
See, there's 11 of them.
There are 15.
Damn.
There are 15
Yeah.
seasons of Married at First Sight.
I did not know.
Yep, I've watched
Every
that.
last
Love
one?
is Blind. I
Love
watched
is
all
Blind. That's why
what
we was
went
talking
on.
about Love
we
is
were
Blind.
talking about both.
Yeah, because we was talking about
The
Jared
second
and
one's
Chick.
not, the second one's not good. Don't even
Ayana.
My favorite dating show is 90 Day Fiance.
Have you
See,
ever
I haven't watched
seen?
that.
I ain't never seen that.
That
Have-
one's good.
Have you ever seen Sexy Beast? You seen it?
Yes.
Sexy Beast.
Yes, I watched that.
So it's where it's a blind date show. You go on a date with somebody, but y'all gotta go on a date in like costumes and makeup and stuff. So you don't know. So you don't know who
Yeah.
you on a date with. You don't know if
No,
they're really
thank
cute
you.
or
Yeah,
not.
they have,
And
like,
you really gotta get to
prosthetics
know
on.
them.
They look like a
It's
totally different
crazy.
thing.
Oh, I see.
You
Ew,
usually they usually look like an animal.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
never mind.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
But
to
people
this.
be,
Yes.
but look, so you go on a date with 3 people, right? You go on a date with 3
She's
people,
like, you have to
and then you have to eliminate the ones that you don't like, and at the end you pick the one that you like, and then y'all reveal what y'all look like to each other.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, he went on a
No
date
way.
just like that.
Y'all reveal
No
what y'all look
way.
like to each other.
I changed my mind. I don't think I
I
do
mean,
that.
I'd rather just come with like no makeup on and take my wig off. Like, can I just come up regular? Like,
I would
like,
love to go on a date with a costume on.
I mean,
and
not
makeup
that
and
kind.
stuff.
Do y'all
Yes,
see
we'll
this?
do.
No, I'm
Like
sorry.
it was this
no.
real pretty girl that dressed from like an old witch. She had like a little nose and like little warts on her face. Like she looked terrible.
See, it's usually the reveal for me. That's why I like those shows. Like last night I was watching it's like Fat to Fit or Fit to Fat. So where like people are trying to lose weight and their coach gains 60 pounds and loses the weight with them.
Oh, where
So-
did it?
That sounds mad unhealthy. Like,
And
that
it's-
sounds
no,
terrible.
But they were like, this is me showing you like I'm committed.
What show did come
Man,
on?
you
It's
could
a
just be
lifetime.
committed
Oh.
without
No,
doing that.
No,
I think
That's
that's
stress on your
tight.
No, I thought that was
cardiovascular
tight, too.
system, though. I mean, from a scientific standpoint, that feels very
Hey,
all your systems.
How long do it take them to gain the weight though?
like 2 to 4 months, and they just take. The
I mean,
eating
I could do it.
habits- They just take the
Wow.
eating habits of their client, and I'm saying, like a big old plate of donuts in the morning, burgers, chicken wings. Like they are eating disgustingly. Yes,
That's crazy.
So by the time they're done gaining all their weight, them and their client together,
They're both like
losing
large,
the
and then
weight.
they're having
Yeah,
to.
because a lot of people of course, heavier people have a hard time finding trainers because,
Right.
like, you small, you don't know.
Right.
What
You don't know how
First
you don't know
of all,
how these knees be hitting.
Yeah.
Look, the knees be hurting. So the trainer like, all right, I'm gonna meet you where you at exactly.
Wow.
And come on down.
I need to watch
That's
that.
dedication.
But
Yeah.
so I always say on our show, I fast forward. I did that again. I fast forward.
That's how you watch so much.
Never
I was like,
watch
she watches
nothing completely
everything.
through.
What?
Ooh, it
Right.
burns my
But with reality
skin.
shows, you can really watch the first episode and then the reunion, and then
That's
you get
all you
everything.
need.
Because I do that with 90 Day Fiance, because I'm like, I don't
Context
have
clues.
17 hours to watch this whole thing.
Context clues. I say that all the
No.
time. Just use them.
I gotta
Yeah.
see the behind the scenes commentary,
No,
everything.
No. It's not
for that,
happening.
man. I
See,
be
you gotta watch
tired,
stuff like
man.
I watch stuff. Just
Probably.
fast
Give
forward
me the cheat
No.
code, because I don't
just
know what's
fast
going
forward
on.
through it. Just watch the first 5 minutes and the last 10. You got.
But the
whole
only time
episode.
I get to really watch TV, my kids want to watch stuff with me, so we usually picking stuff.
See me like when I watch
they
Fat
wanna
to
watch
Fit, I'm
too.
on my phone on YouTube.
See, I
watching
can't do
episodes.
that on my.
Well, and then, but that's
Just
part
fast
of why
forward
we
it.
do what we do is because a lot of the reviews we do, it's like you don't have to watch the whole series. We'll just tell you what happens so you can have a conversation about it. And we use big words so you'll sound smart.
And it works.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Oh, and the hype. The
What's
hype
that?
is the
that on HBO Max.
Yep.
They keep suggesting that to me.
it's good. It's
The
about
hype.
up and coming streetwear designers.
Oh wait a
And
minute, is
they're,
Quavo on
like,
there or one of
battling.
them?
What's
Or-
his name? Offset.
Offset,
Oh.
that one.
Offset
Excuse
is
me.
the
I knew
judge.
it was one of them.
Yeah.
One of them amigos.
I've
So-
seen one part of it because it's the white girl with the bun. She's got like a bun, and she's got like the nails. I don't know. I see her and I just be like, oh, okay.
They're
So you've
very,
taken on the caricature of black women that you thought.
eclectic.
Which, I mean, fashion is that. And then there's a black
Yeah.
lady. I see her on here with her braids and a heart or
Right.
whatever.
I fast forward through that all the time.
Okay.
But
I saw that. Maybe
I
the
finished
first season I
2
saw.
over the weekend. So
Okay, so season 2 just came out.
yeah, season 2 just wrapped
See,
up.
look, there you
So-
go, right there. See, this is the hype right here.
Well, yeah, the algorithm's been bringing it to me. I just haven't watched it yet.
Okay.
But that's everything I have watched.
Oh my God.
So-
Okay. What about you?
I watch Intergalactic. Abbott Elementary is back on.
I did
So-
watch that.
Is it back?
Yeah.
Season 2.
See, I
They
watch
got
it with
like
my
3
kids.
episodes on
oh,
there.
shut up.
Yep.
See, we can probably watch
So
it.
I caught up on the 3
thought it was
episodes. It's still
It
funny.
was good.
Yeah.
Man, shout out to Quinta B, man.
Yes.
Like, she's the
Ever
come
worked
up.
in the- have any of us ever worked in the education system?
Nope.
Not me. Mm-mm.
Okay. I went
not
to
my
school
ministry,
for
no.
education,
Oh, really?
but I quit because I realized I would be bad at it, and so it's like I would not thrive in the.
I can see
Right.
like little kids or something. Yeah, like kindergarten, first grade.
Yeah. I dress like a
barely
kindergarten
second.
kid. No, I let me take that back. I
I
would be
can
an
see high
excellent-
school.
No.
I would be an excellent teacher. I would not
Yeah,
thrive
elementary.
in the American education system as an
Go to
employee.
Japan, sis.
Yeah, I would get fired because I'm not going to these meetings. Like, that's first and
And I'm not
foremost.
teaching y'all fake history.
Exactly. That's the other thing, too.
Columbus
I
was a
saw
whole scam.
Yeah, I saw the curriculums and stuff, and I was like, "This is terrible." So
I think that's why they start putting the kids fall break during this particular week, so they ain't even gotta talk
We
about
ain't
it.
gotta talk about it.
That's
We
smart.
ain't even gotta talk about it no more. Just,
That's
Smart.
crazy.
Just
I'm
stay
sorry, but
home.
I interrupted.
Have
you
y'all
guys.
seen the new? You haven't seen it. Have you seen the new girl on Netflix?
Yes. Yes. Well, actually, I'm old enough to remember watching it when it was on like Fox
Oh.
in real time. Like that's how old I am.
Have you seen it? The new girl? It's
Yeah.
funny.
Who's that girl?
Yeah.
It's Jess.
But I always tell B Michelle that she acts like Jess.
She is very peppy. Or she's like,
is
she's
very
like, what's,
high energy. I
she's
love
like,
it.
what's internet porn? She was like, they really. There was a whole episode where like her roommates had to introduce her to internet porn, and they came back like, what was it, like 6 hours later? He was like, "What? Have you been online the whole time?" She was like, "Yes."
It's so funny. You gotta watch it.
It's a good show.
I'll fast forward through it.
It's like
Yeah.
4 or 5 seasons.
I'll fast forward through it. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I need to get my I gotta get a system together. Cause I be like, yeah, that's too much. I
It's
ain't
too
gonna be able
much,
to watch all that.
especially if the episodes are like an hour. Or,
Yeah, man.
I'm not doing all that.
No.
That's
I can't
terrible.
focus on it.
Like my attention span is 30 minutes. Is all I got.
You know what's
I think the
crazy?
episodes is 30 minutes though.
Are they okay?
I think so.
Oh, I might be able to do it then. That's.
But it's really 22 minutes because it was network television and they don't show the commercials.
Right.
I was like the only show I've ever really was able to just sit through without skipping is Insecure.
Okay.
That was
yeah.
it.
And
I
that
love
was
show.
fantastic. Every minute
I
was
love
that show.
fantastic.
I love
Yeah.
that show.
I love
And the
Insecure.
soundtrack, like, 'cause you don't want to miss a song.
It's amazing every time.
Yes.
Insecure was a vibe.
It
That
was.
was very
I still be
I
watching
still
it.
watch it.
Wait, did you watch Rap Shit?
Yes.
Yeah. Did you guys like it?
I did.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it
I
was
did.
so cute. Yes. Shout out to Kid Fury, man. Getting
And
on the
Yeah.
team
you know
for the
what
writers
was
and
nice
whatnot.
too, like, cause I don't see it a lot, is watching Black women create, like, creatively. You know, do something, a creative product together. Cause I was like, oh yeah, that is what it's like. It's like, yeah.
Right.
Same thing for P Valley. You know, all of those episodes were directed by women, and it's like you can
Oh,
tell, like the
really?
visuals. Yes. Shout out to her, Katori
Yeah, I
Hall.
can't
Like
sit through
that
all
was
of P
super
Valley
cool.
either. I skipped through that.
You could,
Girl, you
yeah.
irritating.
So now I did watch P Valley. That was good because we were talking about it with shout out to Ebony the writer and her podcast.
Oh yeah, that's all we talked about.
Yeah, that was it. That was pretty much all we talked about. But see, this is why I need this podcast because I need y'all to know. It's like I'm so task oriented that I forget to like have fun. Even though I feel like I'm a fun person, it's just like my life doesn't allow for it. So like this honestly is my escape. Like this be like, ooh,
Right.
I get to sit with people who, you know what I mean, like talk, have conversations, and like if she's like, we're gonna watch this thing, we have to talk about it. So now I gotta sit down and
Right.
watch it.
Yeah.
So it's been so good for me. It's like, okay, this is great. So I've been really enjoying doing that because P Valley was a vibe.
Yeah, P Valley was
a
definitely
vibe.
good.
The visuals were so beautiful. That's probably the last thing that I've watched like all the way through. I'm trying to think what else have I seen.
What has been your
Me and
first
the
ticket
hubby,
kicking
what
it?
have we? Oh God, we were watching House of Dragons. That shit right there. Yeah. Have y'all seen that shit?
So I have been trying to go back
Please
and
tell
watch
me.
Game of Thrones.
The first one.
I've only seen 2
Because I
seasons.
didn't do it. I can't. I tried to
Was it
skip
too
through
much
that, but I feel
incest?
like it's too much happening.
You
Just-
can't
a
skip
lot.
through that.
Incest is a lot.
It is a
The
lot.
inside.
It's
like
just a lot
the-
going on, just period. Like you
Yeah.
can't skip through that. You
Oh,
have to
you
pay attention.
cannot
I
skip
know.
friends.
That's why I
No,
stopped
you
watching
can't use
it.
that method. Well, okay, let me
Stop
take this
watching
hard.
soon.
Because I read the books.
Oh.
Oh no.
No.
I did. Even the prequels. So I knew I was going to like all of this stuff. Like, I love a good lore. And there's, like, maybe 120 characters.
See,
Like,
And then they would all.
I'm exaggerating a little, but not really. But it was good. Was the narrator? He did voices for each and every. Because I'm doing audiobooks. Like, yeah, but it's like there's
Might have to do
so
that.
many characters. Like, you do
I
need a
just
chart.
downloaded Audible today.
you did. I can send you some
Girl,
books.
get the Libby app too.
Libby app.
That's the
Libby?
library. If you have a library card, you can set
I
your.
don't have a library card.
Girl,
no
go
more.
to the library,
Go to the
get you a
library.
library card, free books
I
left.
owe like $25 to my life.
Give it
It's
25.
fine.
Just say COVID, and that's it, and then you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Or because they do just do blanket forgivenesses sometimes.
That's true.
on the
They don't
stuff.
care. It's
And
fine.
like, yeah, if you have another email, just start another account.
Like
That part.
I was 17 when I didn't bring this book back. Get over it.
No, for
I'm
real.
31
I
now.
think
Leave me
that was
Like
all
alone.
the
21 when I
time.
rented this movie and brought
Yo.
it back late.
Thank you. I think, listen, it's good because you don't have to. So definitely, you guys, you need to pick up the Libby app because you can get every book that you're looking for, even if sometimes they won't have it.
You have to wait, but you can request stuff if they don't have it. And
This is true.
The waits can, like, yeah, you might have to be. Because what was it, the Jeanette McCurdy book? I think I was.
I do
Is
want
that
to
the
read that.
mother? I'm glad my mama died or something.
Yes, I'm glad my mother died. I was
wanna read that.
108th in 500. Yeah, like I was like really low on the list, so it's gonna be a long time before I get that one.
See
but,
that I would just.
but
order it
sometimes
off
you just
Amazon.
buy. Yeah, sometimes it's better to just buy
Just go
it.
buy it.
But like, yeah, like but Aftermath, yeah, I got that from the library.
That's good stuff. So all I'm saying is, yeah, the audiobooks is good because for me too. I don't
But
get
Dewana's
to
got
sit
it. She's
down.
How many books have y'all read this year? Y'all think?
Oh, maybe like 18. I'm just guessing. I don't know.
That's a fair guess. Wait, what month is this?
October.
So how many weeks is that? 'Cause you
Mm-mm,
do
mm-mm.
something every week.
The mathematics is too much for
Y'all
me
read
right
a
now.
different book every week?
So maybe 40. Have we
Just
done
like this
40 weeks? And then we don't do one every single week. So I feel like 18 is a really,
I
that's
think it's
pretty
right in
good.
there,
Yeah.
I have a bad habit of buying books and not reading them at all.
There's a Japanese concept for that. I forget the word.
What
I
is
was gonna
it?
bring it up one time, but it's the kind. They have a word for buying books and not reading them.
I buy books.
Man, I ordered. I got the. Did y'all read the Real Smoke? My bad. I ain't even cut you
You're
off.
fine.
Yes.
It's okay. I'm
I
used to
got
this by
it.
now.
Somebody got it for me for Christmas. I ain't read it yet.
Wait, what book?
The Will Smith book.
Oh, Will?
It's just on my shelf. Like I'm gonna read you one day.
My entire
Where can you
bookshelf
listen to our
is
reviews
full of, and every time I'll be like, I need to stop buying books because I haven't even read these other ones. And guess what? I just bought a book on Monday,
And I got what's it
like
called?
last Monday. What is it? The
Not-
Subtle Art of Not Giving a
fuck.
Fuck.
I got that on audio, on Audible.
I'm gonna need to
Have
listen
you listened
to
to
it.
it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Wait, we need to. You do a good job.
Have y'all listened to what's her name? What's the vegan lady?
Tabitha Brown.
Tabitha
Yeah.
Brown. Have y'all listened to her book?
I haven't. She's adorable.
It's so good,
Yeah,
and then
on
she
my face.
got vegan recipes in there, and then she got like a her mama died of cancer, and she got like a prayer of her, like her mama was like praying, and she got like that on the audio of her like saying
Her
a prayer.
actual mom's voice.
Yep,
So it's
That's
gonna make you
deep.
cry.
yes,
Girl.
I already cry every day anyway.
because everybody thinks she's like an overnight success, and she really not.
There's no such thing as overnight.
Like she been doing this forever.
Yeah, we've been on this life. Okay, so Moni
She's
found
older. I know. It's been a long time. She just got here like during COVID.
Yeah, but that's how it is.
It
because here's
is.
the thing, y'all will be grinding, doing HerSpective, and y'all been doing it for I don't know how long. What, 2 years now?
2 years.
You know what I mean? And so, like in the next 4 or 5 years, when you guys are popping and everybody knows who you are, y'all gonna be like, nah, we've been about this
Right.
shit for forever. And I think it's important to say that. Though I'm glad you mentioned that because I do think that that's a thing. Like you see these people on these shows, you see these people with podcasts, and you think. Like, oh, okay, they're new to me, so they must be new.
Yeah.
But a lot of the time, I mean, success is like the grind when nobody, like even today, I mean, this was a small success for us because, I mean, when I say it took every bit of like, okay, being flexible and trying to work, because I mean, everybody has stuff going on, and it's
Right.
like the consistency is difficult. You know what I'm saying? I actually wanted to tap in on that, like as far as you guys' journey of podcasting the last 2 years. I know, because how long have you been with the crew now? 6 months.
Since the summer, a little bit.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
I think
it's been some
my like the first official announcement was in August.
Was
but
it?
I wouldn't look that because I wouldn't look back
Oh.
today. So like the first official announcement was like at the beginning of August, but I was a
You
guest
could say like July, August
through
or so.
July like
Yeah.
a couple times.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it was like a build up to it.
Yeah.
So.
Right.
I'm new here.
Yeah, but at the same time, like it's nice because you get to come in, I mean, and build off of the work they've been putting in for the last 2 years and stuff like that, and put you up on game. But I do think that it's one of those things where if you're observing from the outside, you don't see what all goes into it.
Right.
Like I haven't laid eyes on my children today. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And shout out, and actually, who I should have dedicated this to was my husband because he's starting his own business. Like he's been working all day during the
Okay.
day. Had to go pick my kids up. And then he's waiting on me to get back so that he can go to his actual for real job, you know, overnight because he works a night, kind of like overnight shift. So shout out to you, babe. appreciate you supporting my dreams and all that stuff. But but it takes a lot though, and it takes a village. It takes people supporting you, and you know, you guys. We were mentioning like Eric Dizzy earlier. Like, you know, I wanted to say shout out to you guys. So I don't know who helped y'all with y'all intro. Dope. I mean, like, y'all rap that shit.
It was King K.
Straight up. That is so good. I'm like, they actually rapped it. I would be so embarrassed. It's like, I get so embarrassed and stuff. Like, I was like, that is so good.
Like he mixed it for us. Like, we wrote our own. Well, Brooke
I can tell she wrote
the whole thing.
Yeah.
But she wrote it, and
It's
I said
so
the little
good.
ad-libs or whatever, and then we found that beat, and King K mixed it all up and made it sound like a real song.
King K. I mean, what would you say, you guys, is like your favorite part of podcasting? I actually want to ask you your favorite and your least favorite thing about podcasting so far in your journey.
My favorite and my least favorite is probably the same thing.
Isn't that funny? But do tell.
I was gonna say my favorite is like networking and meeting new people, but that's like my least favorite.
It's your least favorite too. I feel
like
you.
Because I'm kind of like socially awkward, so like Brooke be Michelle be that person like, hi, I'm Brooke and this is D Dowdy and we're HerSpective, and I'm like, hey, how's it going? Something.
Hey, y'all.
So when she not there, I'm like, damn, I gotta meet Brooke. So I gotta be like, hey, how's it going? I'm D Dowdy. I have a podcast, HerSpective. We're like, that's just so awkward.
Yeah, like I feel like initially too for me. So like, especially with our name being Fake Ass Book Club, I felt like, you know,
so
respectability,
catchy,
politics though. But I do feel like there's a certain people who might be like, Fake Ass Book Club. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't know. I just felt like at first I felt embarrassed, and she was like, man, nah, hell no. Like,
I
like now I'm like, oh, okay, yeah.
like
But
it.
it took me a while to feel comfortable.
The opinions of other people means very little to me.
And that's fair enough.
And then
That's
how
it.
y'all can
That's what's
shorten
up.
it and make it fab. It's like
You
the
know,
Fab Podcast.
it's
What the fuck
Yeah,
is
that
that? It's
was
like
good.
Fake Ass Book Club. Oh.
Get in there.
Thank you. Yeah, super cool. And I mean, because low key, we had a fake ass. I mean, we had a for real book club, and it turned real fucking fake because we was reading books a lot, and then
I
stopped.
did the same thing earlier this year. I started a book club, and it was just like,
Then now we just getting there. Where's the
I was too
at?
busy for it.
Well, it wasn't even
Well,
that. We was
when
getting together, but
weren't
not
even
reading.
meeting.
When I tell
we were
y'all-
talking on Group Me.
Oh. Talking about other shit. That ain't about the book.
No. We were talking about the books, but here's the thing. I started the book club. My raggedy ass was the furthest behind in the book
Terrible.
of all time.
Terrible.
But it's okay. You know, we
I
move
was a
on.
part of a book club. We read one book, and we had like a handful of meetings. We read like something about forgiveness, how to forgive, or it was like a Christian book somebody wanted to read. It was a good book, but I'm just like, this ain't working. Somebody had a baby.
That ain't even in my
This
ministry.
person
I'm
had to
sorry.
work. It was just like, and then we was in a group. We started like a Facebook group. It was probably about 50, 20, some there people. Only like 5 of us would show up to the meetings. I'm like, this isn't
What
going
is this?
anywhere.
Yeah, I remember telling someone like the name of our podcast, and she was like, "Yeah, book clubs do be fake as hell."
It feels nice when you start it, but
Right.
it's like, are we going to continue for real?
No.
It's like when you're like, "Oh, I'm gonna start working out."
Girl, I've been saying that to myself all year.
And then you always start talking about other stuff. You talk about your personal life and stuff. It's like, all right, so much for the books.
So this is what that's why I feel like it'd be super perfect, because I wanted to tap into that, just because it's like, I mean, that need or that want to have that camaraderie, or like to get up with your girls and talk. Because I mean, sometimes it's like, you know, we have these okay, we want to do a book club. That sounds like we're not just sitting around talking,
Right.
but we need that though. Like, that's an important thing. And so sometimes when we get our books in, I think that's a good thing. But also, even like today, even though we're not reading a book, y'all are a book. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, what y'all got going
Yeah.
on is a book. I mean, like, everybody has their stuff going on, so it's important to tap into that and to kind of touch in on that. So all I have to say is I'm really impressed with you guys. I feel like
Oh, what's your...
yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh,
my bad.
my,
I'm looking
like,
at the content.
Ours
Yeah.
are kind of the same. Like, for me, since
The one I
Tell-
don't like when people come up to her and say
Oh,
they
yeah,
recognize
voice-
her from the podcast.
because it's weird a little.
Uh-huh.
My bad. I was just excited.
It's you. They're like,
It's you from the thing.
and I'll be like, yeah,
I guess it is.
yeah. That's
It's like,
that's,
be as excited as I am right now.
Oh, for
You
real.
know, I'm trying to like get out of that, because it's so weird, because meeting people that way, I don't know why I go into the like,
Yeah.
because I'm not like that. I am the partier of the three of us.
Right.
I'm always somewhere. I know a lot of people. I talk way more than it would seem, and I'm just like, people are like, oh yeah, hey, nice to meet. And then they're like, so how's the podcast? Oh, so how'd you end up? I'm like, just go listen. Just go
Not
listen.
just
the
go,
podcast
just go
is
listen.
for.
Just
Get
go
on there.
listen.
Just go listen. Leave a review.
No, please.
Please.
I left a review because I was like, man, she keeps yelling at us every episode. I'm ready to leave a review, I guess. So I was like, let me do it. And you were like, y'all finally listen. I was like, that was D Dowdy. For real.
But she
my
reads
God.
about so y'all finally listen.
Underrated.
It had been like 3 months and we had no review. I'm like, y'all.
We got a new one on Wednesday.
I think from who?
A Lomax.
Oh yeah, I seen that. I think it's my best friend, but I'm not for sure.
It is nice though to get that feedback. It is hard.
Yeah.
Don't y'all find that difficult to get people
Yes.
really engaged?
The
though?
thing
Like
is,
that's frustrating.
People come up to us or they might inbox us and be like, "Oh y'all, this episode or this." Like,
Yeah.
put it on Apple.
Please.
That's all, like put it on where you need to leave it. But I'll get text messages like, now why would you say that? It's like, no, what comment did I make? And my phone was blowing up for like a week. But I was
Something about, we was talking about a story about a girl dating a dude. No, was it?
yeah.
A girl dated a dude that had a little penis, like a clit or something.
Oh, micro penis.
Yes.
And then it came out that
they had a fat transfer to like their labia. So it was.
so it was a trans.
Oh.
Yeah.
So was it? Got you.
But the one that was like,
So, but here's the thing, like the buildup of it was like, this guy is super nice. This guy has a great job. He does all the things, basically checks off everything on the box. But you find out this, and they were like, could you date somebody like that? I was like, I'll bump coochies with him.
Good for you. I think that's highly evolved of you. I say it. That's good.
My question is, wait, so they can do fat can they do that with like cis men? Like do a fat transfer if they have a smaller penis?
no.
There's a matter of fact, let me Google it real quick. I heard that this like on the rise, like dudes out here getting their meat,
But I
meat
said-
injected. I don't know
No.
what that looks like.
because you used to be a woman, and no.
If you look like Himothy, guess what?
Oh.
I mean, listen here. If I genuinely liked you before I knew that, I don't know that I would just be like, listen, I'm married, so I want to put that out there. I'm just saying, I don't know. I don't like to say because, I mean, if you really like somebody, it's hard to find people you really
I was
connect
like,
with.
I really couldn't
But
say
then-
like
but
to
then-
shut it down. Like, oh no.
But then
I'm
sex
like
though
that.
is important too. So then like, does the little baby click get you together? I don't know. Like
If
that
it's-
would be
if
really
it's
the
a
real
good
question.
coochie bump, then probably.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. Like, I'm gonna be keeping it up.
of ways to experience pleasure for sure.
Oh my God. Okay.
If it's a good coochie bump.
Hey, I mean,
Listen, I mean, so I don't really know, but okay. I don't know, but we were just
we
saying.
just end up here.
Oh,
Real
let's
talk
talk
is
about what
important.
we
We just
like
end up
about podcasting.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Like and don't like. So,
You just say yours, Kate?
what do you like and like? What are your favorite and least favorite things about podcasting?
I like talking. I like giving my opinion. So that's my favorite part. And my least favorite part is when the equipment doesn't work.
The editing.
Here, here.
boy.
I actually kind of like editing because I feel very powerful.
The editing is stressing me out. I'm like,
Yeah, she does the editing. Once we're done
It does
recording,
take a long time.
I put my shoes on and I go home. I'm gonna hear it in the morning.
You got the good job,
man.
I don't mind. I mean, it can be irritating, but at the same time, I'll be like, ha ha
Look at her. This is
ha.
why we said she needs to be a kindergarten teacher. She got the patience of a saint. Like,
Man.
I do like.
Sometimes I'll be like, forget it. I'm just posting.
It's fine.
It is
It's
what
good.
it is.
Well, that
Yeah.
happens too.
Especially those episodes where we're like, listen, this is raw and
I
uncut.
mean, we have had some terrible episodes, like fuck it.
all over the place.
It just
We're
needs to go out
like-
consistency over everything. That's
Yeah.
it. That's our motto.
It's like the ratio of good to bad is like way
Yeah.
Nobody's like going back and really listen. You know what I'm
Listen.
saying? And if you do, it's like, hey,
You needed to know
we're
that.
trying to get better. Matter of fact, shout out to anybody. We're about to be launching our Patreon, you guys. If you want better shit, you're gonna have to help us do that. So be looking out for that, you guys.
Yeah, because I'm sorry if this free show isn't up to your standards.
Right, okay. So we're hoping you're enjoying it at the same time, but also, if you want it to be better, we can elevate it with actually some resources. So be looking out for that. That was my notes for the next show we're talking about. Because I didn't know about him. That was pretty cool.
He's very interesting.
I didn't know about him. I'm learning on our podcast.
Did y'all watch Lovecraft Country?
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
You didn't?
Her nose went up. Her nostril flared up.
Skip on that one either.
Well, I heard it was scary.
It is.
Scary. I can handle it. Not very
Creepy.
scary.
I had to turn the light on. I had to watch one of them in the daytime. One episode in the daytime.
Yeah, nah, I'm not. I can't.
Well, you know what though? There were a couple episodes where I did. There are some parts where I have not seen it. The Jigaboo episode, like I could not.
Is
watch
that when the little girls was chasing?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't watch that one.
Now I did watch the clips of that.
Stop that tapping.
I watched the clips of that just because I love the choreo for that.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, I didn't like.
Like
that.
I like looking at like the fashion and just the art that goes into certain things.
Sure. That's what's
And that's all I need. I got in and I got out.
Like a guy wanted to
I'm out of here.
It was fantastic, but he was the actual dude was like a sci-fi writer.
Okay.
And that's the thing, I really like sci-fi, and so like a lot of the old school sci-fi is super racist, just like everything else. Like so, you know, it's not like it's shocking. It's like, oh, this white dude who was born in like the 1920s was racist. Oh no!
Like oh, was he?
Yeah.
No, it was the one episode for me where I forgot everybody's name, but when the girl had dressed up like a white woman or something, like her
Ruby.
she changed into the white woman and then her body just peeled into. I was like,
that was hard to watch.
Yeah, it was sci-fi. Yeah.
You ain't even got to worry about it. I'm not watching that.
You're not gonna.
It's like she took some type of poison potion.
Magic is like
Okay,
It's like
in
magical.
comparison,
And she turned into a white woman, and then after the time ran out, her body, the black lady,
It was
just
a shell. Like
but like bloody though.
It
Like the
was
flesh
all
would just
gross.
melt off. It
like
was,
her body.
a cicada.
you can just close your eyes for that part though. You
Like
don't
if
have
I
to
turned
see
into
it.
a white woman, and then
Girl,
it's
ain't no
time for
fucking
me
way.
to be black again, and all my skin just starts. All the whiteness just start
Like,
peeling off.
like
and the blood.
white time is up.
She'd be mad too. She'd be like, damn
so
it.
nasty.
Okay, in comparison, because I do watch American Horror Story,
Oh God, no.
which is worse. No,
I can't even watch American Horror Story commercials.
Yours is worse, Dwana. I don't even
Okay,
know that
good.
for sure. I have no idea, but
it's
I'm
not
just gonna
that
say
bad.
that.
I love American Horror Story.
The commercials.
That's all I can watch.
It is spooky season though. Like I feel like maybe you just.
I know we should watch something.
Y'all gotta watch something scary
No.
so y'all can talk
I
about
think
it.
like that's good.
We never talked about
Cthulhu. Because they have that's on Rick and Morty too.
So the reason why I ended up pulling this up because we were supposed to be talking about Mexican Gothic.
Oh.
So this is in relation to that. So we gonna get a little spooky and do a little something for Hispanic heritage, Latinx. I feel bad saying Hispanic because I don't know if that's like appropriate now because I'm old and shit.
People. They're the people
Sure,
from here.
Latinx Heritage Month this month in
They're
October,
just the
so we're
ones that
gonna
got
highlight
taken over by the Spanish.
straight up. Google the Louisiana Purchase if you guys are curious about historically why Texas and a lot of those southern states are technically Mexico. So just go ahead and
And
Google
they
that.
have a wonderful saying like we didn't cross the border crossed us.
And all day.
Because we've been here all day. So.
And
there's
still
that.
doing
We
it.
ain't went nowhere. We ain't went nowhere.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. So this has been super fantastic, you guys. I feel like we should take a quick break.
Sure.
We're gonna take a break, guys, and then we'll be right back. All right, guys, welcome back from the break. Oh my gosh, you guys are crazy. This was I've been having a lot of fun. This is super dope. I'm so glad we made this happen. You know what I want to do though, you guys? Let's slide into our segment that we like to do, which is Stranger Than Fiction. All right, you guys. So for our Stranger Than Fiction this week, I don't have an article from the news or anything like that, but it just got me thinking. I mean, you ladies are single, correct? Is that what? Okay, sure. Or okay, you're not married or whatever, and so
If you're not married, you're single.
yeah, if you're not married, you're single. So I was just wondering, it got me thinking about some of the craziest like pickup lines I've ever heard. You know what I'm saying? Like being out and about and stuff. And so I wanted to ask you ladies, what's the like wildest shit a guy has said to you, or just, it don't have to necessarily be a pickup line, but just like somebody interacting with you who was trying to, I don't know, impress you or just be in your face or whatever. Like Is there anything
I
that's
have
notable?
one, and it's so playful and it's so funny. And
Please
I
do.
hope to God he hears this because y'all know who it is.
Please do.
I will tell you about the first time I met Jay Blend.
Oh.
What?
I'm ready for tea.
So I absolutely love Jay Blend. Like we are like that is
That's
like
your
my
dude.
brother. Whatever
Okay.
he needs, he can call
I
me. He
got
can
it.
ask.
Okay.
But we met our freshman year in college, and this was so good. It was so good. He's great at what he does. So I had never met this man before, and I'm walking to class. I'm walking past the like male dorms, and I'm walking, and he walks like the same speed as me, right next to me, and he goes, "Kiss me if I'm wrong, but ain't your name Keisha?" And I was like, "No." He like fucking is like, I was like, "Boy, get out!"
Kiss me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, that's
that
what he said.
was okay.
And from then on out, we have been super cool. I love Justin, but it was hilarious. Like I died for a long time, and I will never forget it. And that was like 13 years ago.
Wow.
Okay,
That is
that's okay. That's definitely memorable. What about you, D Dowdy? You got any bangers? For
Yes. So the craziest thing somebody said to me, I remember I was in the club, and I don't remember exactly what he said, but I think this dude asked me, was I single? And I was like, yeah. I'm single. He's like, well, how come we ain't fucking? I said,
Because
what?
of that right there.
That's why. Like, what?
So first of
Like, how
all,
do you say that to someone? He was dead ass serious. He didn't say laugh out loud.
he was
just joking.
deadpan, just look at you in
He's
your
just
eye, like,
so
why
how come
can
we
I
ain't fucking?
like?
I'm like, cause we're not. Like, what?
We're not doing that.
So is this how men want us to talk to them?
I don't know.
Is that what it is?
It must be.
I
You
think
want a
so.
woman to walk up to you and be like, "Can I caress your balls?"
Like, why are we
But see,
fucking?
but here's the thing. If
Is
they
that what they
here's the
want?
thing. If they want us to talk like that, I can't do that until we already established that we talk. Once we are talking, I would say the most off the wall shit I can come up with.
Once we already have sex,
Even like the wildest shit I've seen.
Please tell, girl. Get on there and tell us.
Mother was like, "Oh, your pussy is good." I said, "Thank you. I got it for my birthday."
You did though.
stupid.
And I'm like, it was great. It was fantastic. And we laid there and laughed. It was. I got brownie points. Like I will laugh a nigga out of his drawers if I got to, but you know, it happens.
I'm not mad at you, friend. That's what's
I
up.
think something crazy I said before. Somebody was like, "What you doing tonight?" I was like, "You."
See, that's sexy repartee. You know what I mean? Like
that's good. That's good.
See, now that's good. So I guess there's like that line between like
There is a major one.
like verbal assault and sexy repartee. Like there's gotta be. I know, and it must be confusing for men. I'm sure. Like
Bless their hearts.
you know, like I don't know. Because at this point, I don't even know what a man can say to me where I'd be like, yes, I liked that. Let's spend time together.
It would be like, let me do all your chores.
Not let me do all your chores.
Let me
All your
wash your car,
I mean, like,
buy your groceries.
take away all the things that I make up in my mind that I have to do that I can't look at you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Take all that shit away, and then guess what? I'm a lot more fun. Like that. That's all I'm saying. Like, it's like I got shit to do. I don't have time for this, actually. But okay, what about you? What's your craziest pickup line?
Because I really don't get hit on very often.
Lies.
I don't even believe that.
Thank you. Tell her she's lying. You just not thinking about it. These are lies.
I feel
friend.
attacked.
It's
You
okay.
should. That is
alright.
that is the
I'm
feeling
trying
I'm
to tell
trying
my truth. Believe all women.
except for the ones who are lying.
Lying. No, I can't really think of anything like weird somebody's come up and said to me, but I do remember one time like having sex with a guy and like right before he arrived, he like right before he arrived at the like I haven't even said it yet. He like just kind of like yelled out, "I hate you."
What?
And it was
Excuse me.
I'm appalled and judgmental.
What did you do to him?
What's this?
it was
This is terrible.
it was really surprising. I don't think it's anyone you know.
Look, I want to fight him.
It wasn't a relationship. It was, you know, it was just sports fucking. And
Sports fuck.
I like that term. I'm going to have to use it.
I got that from Eddie Hong.
Sounds like a title of episode.
Shout out to Eddie Hong.
Eddie Hong.
Right, sports fuck.
One of our favorite authors, but his father used that term, sports fuck. So like, yeah, this was just someone I was just having casual relations with, but that just kind of made me not want to anymore.
Ew, yeah,
Like, how did you respond? Like, what was your reaction? Like,
what is it? There's nothing to
excuse me?
say. It's just like, he had arrived, so I'm like, let me just wait till the refractory period and I'll just go.
refractory.
so he yelled out, "I hate you."
Well, it wasn't
And then
yelling.
boom.
It wasn't yelling to say. It was like a grunt. Because you know there's not a lot of...
Like, was he in your ear? Like,
we were close.
what happened?
It's like, "I hate you."
Yeah, it was like right
I would have been like,
So Moni's in the corner.
"I'm
She's
putting
in
on my
bed.
things,
Like, let me get
and
my
I'm headed for the door."
It wasn't a long-term thing.
Was
It
that your first time or no?
I don't think so. It wasn't...
Like, were y'all beefing beforehand?
No. Like...
Did he come quicker than he expected? So that's why he said,
I hate you! It was more like... I'm trying to remember, because it was a while ago. Because let me just say, this was a long time ago. Like, this was before I had my daughter. And, like, it was just sort of like, I was like, I hate you. Like that.
Can I just say for the record, ew, because that's disgusting.
So,
okay?
did y'all ever talk about it afterwards? Like,
We didn't really
you
have,
know,
like,
you said that you hated me.
You always want to have after
we gotta
conversations.
talk.
No.
Because whether it was some weird shit going on
You
or
shoulda
whether it was some
blocked
good
him.
shit, we gonna talk about
It
it.
was actually before even blocking. Like, we didn't really even have smartphones. Like, this is
We're
how,
from the 1900s, guys.
Yeah.
Sorry. We're
this is
old.
how long ago this was. Like, we didn't have a...
This was in 1997.
This was
I was in kindergarten. Like, hold on.
Right, probably. You were just learning your diagraphs.
It was actually,
Is this when you was in college?
I wish. Like, this was like 05 maybe.
I was a
06.
I was a
freshman.
freshman too.
So, well, I wasn't. Like, I should have known, but we didn't have like a talking relationship. Like, that was
Yeah.
the thing. Like, we weren't. It was obviously not going anywhere. Like, to me, he was just like, okay, this is someone. But then, like, now this is weird. So, because like to me, I didn't feel comfortable even addressing it. Like, being
Man,
like, because it reminded me of that episode. Just have you ever watched Sex and the City?
I love Sex and the City. She's
Okay,
never watched it.
Dewana.
I'm surprised.
It's fun.
That didn't happen on Sex and the
It's
City.
just sex without. It's just sex with outfits. And like, yes,
You would love
Sex with outfits.
It is.
No, for
Sold.
real.
You would love it. Yes.
I will watch it.
it's sex and outfits. And so, no, there was an episode where Charlotte was dating this dude, and every time he came, he'd be like, "You fucking bitch, you fucking whore."
Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah. And he was perfect in every other aspect.
know,
but
I
then-
couldn't handle
I
that.
might
and
be-
he wouldn't
I might
even
be a little into
remember.
that. I don't know.
He wouldn't even remember what he said. She was like, "Oh, that thing you said," and he was like, "Well, what did I say?" And she was like, "You said," and then he couldn't come without saying it. And I was like, if this is gonna be a thing, like, we just need to stop here.
I'm not letting nobody call me bitches and hoes.
Now, to be fair, he didn't call me a bitch or a hoe. He just let me
He
know
said
he
I
hated
hated
you.
And it's like I understand.
And,
I'm sick
no,
of you.
there was no beef. I don't think I've done anything. It was just, it took me by surprise, honestly.
I think I've been called a
Wow.
bitch before having sex.
I,
was like, well,
I don't be mad at shit like that.
No,
You would be
it was
mad?
Like,
You
we were like,
Oh, you're like, no, that's fantastic.
No,
I'm
that's
trying to be
Hey,
that.
pull my hair, call me a bitch. I don't know.
Yeah, like, that could be part of it.
like
This is fun.
This is fun. I love it.
I don't know if he said it or if I don't know if I instructed him to say it. I don't know, but he said it. I don't know if it was like he chose to say it or if I told him to
Or if
say
it was, okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
You know when you have
But
sex,
you heard it.
shit just
You
be
heard it, yeah.
happening. You don't be
Right.
knowing. That is hilarious.
Listen, okay, I'm trying to think of the craziest thing, and I was a child. I think I was like 16 or 17, and so I'm from Detroit, Michigan. I remember they had a. Do you remember the Taste Fest from Chicago? Like the Taste of Chicago.
Yeah,
They had.
right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Yeah, so they
Yes,
used to have one in Detroit back in the day, and so I remember I was there for a summer because I always go there during the summer, and me and my friend were walking down the little strip or whatever, and this dude just stops us and was like, "Hey, I will lick ice cream from the crack of your ass."
When you was 16?
16, yo, maybe 17.
Was he
And
a grown ass man?
Yo, probably. And so I didn't know what else to do because I just thought he just stopped me and said this to me indirectly in my face, and it just tickled me so hard. And I started laughing so hard. Like I was doubled over to the point where he
You
just
probably
standing
pissed
there.
him off.
Yo, he was just standing. He just walked away because I was like, this is comedy to me. You just said to me you would lick ice cream out the crack of my ass. Like, sir, who are you? What is happening?
Who says that to somebody?
What was your childhood like? Let's unpack this.
Yo, I mean, and even if he was my age,
He
like,
sounds like an exciting and inventive lover.
no, definitely not. I was not prepared, and I was tickled by that. So that's probably the wildest shit I remember.
missing out.
Yo, that shit cracked me up, man. I was like, oh, okay, straight up. Okay, that sounds disgusting, but I don't like fecal matter in my ice cream, but I mean, to each his own.
Crazy.
Disgusting. It was just nasty. Dating is weird.
I
I'm
hate
glad I
it.
don't have to do it anymore.
I hate it.
I don't
And,
think men and women are supposed to get along with each other.
We talk about that a lot.
do.
It's
I
this is a
genuinely,
cosmic
like,
prank.
men genuinely don't like women at all.
That's why it was so weird. That's why that stuck out to me because it felt very honest. Like,
I fucking hate you, but here I am. You know,
That's crazy.
because
It
it
is
was,
crazy.
because like I said, we weren't very close, so we didn't have a super honest relationship.
Right.
It was mostly like, where are you?
But
What are you about to do?
Right. You say men are sexually attracted to women, but that's it.
That's so sad. To me, I just feel like it's really messed up to end it like that. Just for I mean.
Some men like
There's
They
good ones
might.
out there. I just feel like, like we talk about this a lot. I think it's just the way that we relate to each other and how we communicate. And for me, I think it was really valuable having like two brothers growing up because I got to have male relationships outside of a like sexual context.
Right.
So it's like I knew how boys talked about girls when girls weren't around. And I was
Right.
like, yeah, yo, I'm not about to be that. I don't want to be that, but also too, it's like how do you how do you have your own experiences, but at the same time, not be, you know what I'm saying? Like trying to find that balance between being a hoe or looked at as a hoe, but also exploring yourself sexually. I think it's hard for women sometimes, right?
As I got older, I didn't care of having hoe tag to me. And not to
Yeah.
say that I became that, but I'm gonna do whatever it is that I want to do. I don't
Amen
really
to
care what
that,
you think of
friend.
me. I don't care what you say. And like I always say, if I don't have a baby, nigga, prove it.
What you say? It's your body. You do whatever you want to do with your body.
I guess whatever
can
made the
do
sound you
it.
said.
Okay. It's that part, you know what I'm saying? But I definitely feel like platonic relationships outside of sex are important between men and women.
They're my favorite.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I think that is a bridge to me and Kat were just talking about that, and she thinks it's impossible.
It's
that men
very
and
much
women,
possible.
I think it's possible. I think it can be tricky, but I think it can be done, and I think it needs to be your goal is to have at least one dude you not fucking who you respect, who you feel like, you know what I'm saying, you can get.
my son.
And he
Sure, even
respect
if it's
you
your son,
too.
he respects you. Right, there has to be mutual
Yeah.
respect, but that you can have these conversations.
I honestly, I have over 10.
so that's beautiful.
I ain't got that many.
That's-
I have a lot.
You just need one. Is all I'm saying.
And
so
I,
if you ain't
I
got 10,
have
you just
those,
need
and I'm
one.
like,
yeah.
they be trying to put me up on game, and I kind of give them the game right back. And
It's important.
it's like brothers
It's
that my
important.
mom didn't have. I have one biological brother, but everybody else is like I met them along the way, and
Sure.
it's
It can happen, and
Find
I
some
think
platonic
sometimes it
girlfriends.
might be like it started off romantic, but it didn't go that way. However it
which
happened,
can happen like that.
because she was like, well, I don't know if that's really platonic. Yeah, because I mean, even if you're expelling that energy of like, okay, we're not a romantic fit. I think we always tend to look at each other in in those terms, you know,
Right.
especially when you're of a certain age. It's like, oh, okay,
Right.
we be fucking, and maybe and it's like, but I mean, maybe we're just platonic. Maybe it's not. Yeah, like maybe it's not that. And I think
I
if you
learned
have
to-
that, it's so valuable because you learn how to talk to the opposite sex without the context of sex, or you can take in their perspectives and not be disgusted by them. Because I will say, when you love, you know what I mean? Like even just being married to, it's like you instantly be like, oh, you're dumb. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love you, babe, but also. You know what I mean? Like, there's a dismissiveness that you take sometimes when it's somebody you're involved with because you only really care about your own feelings and stuff. And so it's
Yeah.
hard not to be self-involved. And I think platonic relationships provide like a space for you to have those honest conversations. So
They're a good time.
yeah, definitely. So guys, look, we could be here all night. I'm not about to keep y'all. I know you got stuff to do. So you guys, let's spin the wheel. We're gonna spin the wheel real quick. And you know what? It's not a big surprise because we didn't talk about it this week. But guys, boom, spin the wheel. We're going to talk about Mexican Gothic next week in honor of Hispanic Heritage Month. This is a novel by Sylvia Moreno Garcia, and it is super intriguing. Like, it was a lot. It was a lot going on. I can't wait to unpack it. So you guys are going to have to come back and join us and talk about the book. HerSpective ladies, thank you so much for joining us today. We had a blast.
Thank you.
Yes, shout yourselves out, you guys. Let everybody know where we can find you.
You know I don't do this part neither.
I don't even do this part. So you can check us out you can tune in every Tuesday on SoundCloud, iTunes, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Spotify. You can follow us on Facebook at HerSpective Pod. You can follow us on Instagram at HerSpective Pod.
Beautiful. I love it. You guys, I'll put all of their information in our show notes. If you guys are interested in following these lovely ladies, it will be there for you guys. Thank you so much. It was so much fun.
Yes.
Thank you for finally coming on our podcast. Hopefully we can join you guys one time, Brooke. We can't wait to see you be Michelle. We definitely want to kick it with you one time for the one time. And is there anything else you guys want to add before we go? Because, this is it. Any sign off? Y'all got an official boy? Go ahead. Do y'all think?
Oh, as my random thoughts?
Wisdom from Dewana. Random wisdom from Dewana.
Let's do it, Dewana. Just let them know. Give them a little
Hoghead cheese is filthy.
That sounds right.
Ew. I agree.
What is that?
It's nasty.
Sounds gross.
Yeah.
Don't
Don't
even
worry
worry.
about it.
I'll
It's
show you.
disgusting.
It's nasty, but people eat it. And they
Oh.
live by it. And they eat it with saltine crackers.
Yeah, they do.
Like
It's
the
like
savages.
cartilage. And,
Like the savages they are.
It's real nasty.
It's either called hoghead cheese or gray meat.
What?
Yeah.
Great meat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Oh, and a part 2, chili should have noodles in it. I don't care who you are.
Facts.
And I never thought I could disagree with you. Now we must fight to the death.
It's all right.
Who just want to eat a bowl of meat?
Like you
The beans.
want to eat a bowl of meat
The
and beans.
noodles.
And you need to have
The
noodles.
noodles were a form of. You know what? You're our guest, and I honor you. I respect you. Your body belongs to you, so put noodles if you're
You're
chilly
correct.
if you want to be wrong.
Thank you.
You want to be wrong. Wow.
Every time
That's
I make chili.
perspective. You got to let her have it.
Respect
You can't be disrespecting HerSpective, you guys.
Cornbread, though.
That too.
Okay, we're back.
I
Okay.
like crackers with my chili.
Either one.
Listen, whatever vehicle you need for your
All
chili,
them
y'all
damn
enjoy
carbs,
that.
I
It's
know
get
what.
cold.
I want to also say I came in third in a chili cook-off, so I'm pretty
You
official.
want to get it
Okay.
going?
Was it at work?
Because it don't count.
Did you? Yeah.
And do you
that
work
don't
with-
count. Thank you. I was listen. What? Okay,
Oh,
listen. On that note, guys, we love everyone, guys. We're gonna be back next week for a fun episode. You guys, we're gonna tune out now. Thank you, ladies, for joining us. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you, friends. And guys, we'll see you next week. Peace.
Bye.
Before we go, we must give thanks to Urban Nerd for providing our music, and legal services were handled by Trezanae M. Atkins. If you like what you heard, please feel free to join us every Wednesday for another fake-ass book club. Cheers.
Thank you guys for listening. You can check us out at thefabpodcast.com. Please subscribe, rate, and review our podcast wherever you're listening right now. We want to hear from you. Come put it in our life. Thanks again, and until next time, peace, love, and the Fake Ass Book Club. We out.